Hello, I'm Lowell Martin, and this is MCC Today. Get your condiments ready. On today's show, we have Nedra Bradley, Flora Sumrall, and Morgan Parten. You're going to want to watch this. They're all left-handed. It's very suspicious.
Find your wings. It's more than just a hashtag.
It's the power of knowledge in our state-of-the-art classrooms.
It's skills training for a competitive job market.
It's the best nursing program in the state.
It's home runs, buzzer beaters, and the thrill of victory.
And MCC walks it off.
It's not just a hashtag. How do I know? Because I found my wings.
And we are here today with the wonderful Miss Nedra Bradley. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Lowell?
I'm doing well. Now listen, before we get started, I just have to say, we got Nedra out of a meeting that she had called to get a group of people together to meet, and she literally left so she could be on this show.
That's right.
And so we appreciate it greatly. But I think we're going to have you wear a couple of hats today. But the first is you're going to be talking about an upcoming event or series of events, I think, right?
Yes. The first one that I was going to talk about is the culmination of our Financial Aid Awareness Month.
Okay.
On Monday, February the 28th, we will have a Mardi Gras event for financial aid awareness. And so we'll have different things that the students can apply for, a scholarship for next school year. We'll have door prize drawings. We'll have Plinko prizes, have some moon pies and things like that. So we want all of our students to come out from 11 to 1 to, at the financial aid office so that we can end our Financial Aid Awareness Month.
Okay. I have not had a moon pie in forever and a day.
Well, come by and get one.
And when I was young, it was root beer and a moon pie. You always had to have root beer and a moon pie. Now, so this whole month, y'all have been really stressing a lot of the financial aid.
Correct.
Which I think is very important. And young people need to realize that if they take care of this, you want things to go as smoothly as possible.
Right.
There are things that you have to have for things to run smoothly.
Correct.
And if you don't have them,
Right, and that's what Financial Aid Awareness Month is. It's a national event that is nationwide that just kind of tells students all about the different aspects of financial aid, not only of how to apply, but the benefits of receiving it, and then the obligations if they receive things like student loans,
right,
of paying those back, budgeting and making sure that they can afford to pay back those student loans. Just different things that they need to know about finances in general.
Sure.
So that's it's a big event that our national association is very proud to have each February.
Excellent, excellent. And I think, as I said, I cannot stress enough how important it is. And when you're filling out the papers, especially the first time you fill them out, you literally want to, but it is so smooth after that.
Right.
It really is. Once you have your documents, you can do it. But, once that first one is done, after that, it is a lot smoother. It's
Right.
just importing stuff in. It's not bad at all. It doesn't take very long.
Right.
And it's taken care of.
Yes.
And
if
that
you
is
have
very important.
any trouble with it, we are always available, not just during the month of February. Come by our office anytime, call us at any time, and we can help you with any type of financial aid, issues that you may have.
And I think a lot of people here, especially in Lauderdale County, think, because we say we have tuition guarantee, which means that if you graduated here in Lauderdale County, 2 years, you can get up to 2 years. Now people think it's free, but it's not.
It's not.
It's covered, which means someone's paying for it.
Correct.
But you still have to fill out the forms.
Correct, in order to get that tuition guarantee. So in order to get it, that's part of the financial aid awareness. We have that information also. You know, it's not just, like you said, it's not free. Someone is
Right.
guaranteeing that you don't have to pay your tuition for those 2 years. But there's some things that you have to do in order
Yes.
to make sure that that runs smoothly. Fill out your tuition guarantee contract. Complete the FAFSA application. Complete your state financial aid application. And make sure you meet the deadlines.
And all of it is worth it.
Yes.
All of it. Okay, take off that hat and put on hat number 2,
Yes.
which is?
March is National Women's History Month, and MCC this year we're having a big event for Women's History Month. What we're doing is providing a luncheon with a keynote speaker.
Excellent.
Students do have to apply or register for the event. It's limited to 75 women, and the theme of our event this year is a mile in her shoes. And so we'll have mentors at each of our tables for the luncheon that are women from around campus, and they will be leading discussion with those women, you know, asking them different things about them, seeing if they have issues and things that may be able to, we can point out resources for them to get. So we're just trying to give them just some information about, you know, the different things that women can accomplish and have accomplished, and not just, you know, your typical degrees that you can get. A mile in their shoes may be anything. It can be a nursing student going into nursing program. It could be a woman that's going into the welding program, you know, just different things. So we wanted them to know, you know, different information about that. And our keynote speaker is the president from Mississippi University for Women.
Oh, my, okay.
And so she's going to be down and give a very invigorating conversation to our women here on campus.
Now you say it's limited to 75?
75
But it doesn't
participants,
cost anything.
But it's no cost.
So you just have to
You
register.
just have to register. Just go online to, it's on our website, and they can click on it, register for it. It's just limited to 75 current students.
Why do you think it is so important for us to have a Women's History Month?
Well, for the most part, the women, just to let them know that there are others in their shoes, because we have women of all walks of life here on campus. We have traditional, we have non-traditional, we have single parents, we have, you know, married couples, and everybody's walk of life is different. So just to let them know that they're not going down the path by themselves, that there is someone here that can help them, and can, if they need that mentor, that they may find that mentor here on campus while they're at this luncheon that can help them through their education. Some of them may be wanting to give up. We can, you know, help talk them through it. They may have issues that they think they can't get through in order to finish their education, so we can point out resources to them. Maybe things just like needing help with child care that we may be able to
Which is a biggie.
a big issue that a lot of the women have, you know.
Yes.
So just pointing out different resources and things that we have here on campus that they may not know about. Things, you know, with the pandemic, we have a lot of people that have lost jobs that need things just like food. Point them out to our food pantry, you know, things like that, that they don't have to quit school and try to find a job if they just need things like food to help them. So we want to point out all those resources for them.
Well, I find it interesting, and I grew up with this mentality, and it's taken so long to kind of get out of this mentality that for one person to succeed, someone else has to fail. And I don't think that's right. I don't think that's true.
Right.
I don't think that, you know, that I have to take everything and leave you nothing, you know, so that I can make it.
Yes.
And I think we're gradually getting out of that mindset, you know, so that if you have the resources, everyone can succeed.
Right.
Everyone can do it.
Right.
And something as basic, well, we would think of as basic as childcare, but it's crucially important.
Yes.
How on earth can you leave to go to work or to get your education if you don't have quality childcare? Something as basic as that.
Right.
And so I applaud y'all so much. I'm so glad that we're doing more with this. But I think, you know, and that's the same thing with the women's history, you know, and any kind of history. I think it helps us all, You know, it improves all of us to learn more.
about something else.
You know,
Yes.
and I will tell students all the time, they'll say, I don't want to take any classes that aren't for my degree or aren't, you know, or what if I waste my time? And I'm like, education will never hurt you.
Right.
Education will never hurt you. And in my life, there have been so many things that I learned kind of as an aside that have been crucial in getting a job or in getting in getting a promotion or something. So it's so important.
Right.
It's so important. And if I'm not mistaken, aren't our statistics now that we have, I believe, more female students than male
We
students?
do. And we also have a big non-tradition
Oh, yes.
population. So those are things that can hinder a student, you know, from receiving their education. So we want to point out to them, you know, that there are things that can help them, resources available, that women have done it in the past, and we will continue to do it in the future.
Yes. But wouldn't it be nice if there were a little assistance out
Yes.
there? Wouldn't it be? Because, you know, you always want your kids, you always want the next generation
To be a little bit better.
to be a little bit better and to have it a little bit easier.
Yes.
You know, and I fight with that a lot of times, especially as a teacher. Do you teach something just because this is the way it's always been? You know, and I had to do it, so by golly, you're going to have to do it this way. Or is there a better way to do it
Right.
that's not as crazy?
Right.
And I use that word a lot nowadays. But we do have, and I think that's a national trend as far as number of women in education.
Yes.
They are, there are more women who are getting degrees than men.
Yes.
So hey, something's changing. Well, listen, I think I talked more in the interview than you did.
It was great.
And I apologize for that. But Nedra, thank you so much for being on
you're
today.
welcome.
And
Anytime.
I appreciate you leaving your meeting for us. I'm honored. But I want to have you on again soon.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Meridian Community College. For more than 75 years, we've helped students soar. Establishing the first tuition guarantee program in Mississippi, we put our students first, while creating pathways into the workforce and offering a seamless transition to a 4-year degree. Now is the time to find your purpose and register today, because those who move forward never get left behind. MCC, find your wings.
And we are here, and we have the wonderful Miss Flora Sumrall and Miss Morgan Parten. I'm not saying you're not wonderful.
I gotcha.
I've just known this lady a lot longer. But now, Flora, you are the head of which program? The BA?
It's the Business Office Management Technology
Okay.
program.
I was about to say BOT, but I knew that changed, so it's
Well, no, it's
Business
still
Office.
BOT is like the umbrella.
Okay.
And then we have the 3 programs under there.
Okay. And you have been running that for how long now? Oh my goodness. I gotta ask stuff like this. I gotta ask.
Only been program coordinator since 2019, I think.
Okay.
But I've actually been teaching in that program since 2007.
Okay. And you, Miss Morgan Parten, and you are?
I am a previous graduate of MCC back in 2013.
Okay.
I
Just a
graduated
couple of
from
years.
then, the healthcare and data technology program, but since then it's changed. But that's where I come from. And then I
Okay.
joined this committee with Miss Sumrall.
Okay, and that is one of the things here at MCC is we're constantly changing, we're constantly adapting as new technology comes in, as new to broaden our appeal to our students and to get our students ready for the workplace.
Exactly.
But today we are here to talk about a couple of things and to offer some hope and some, I don't know, calming influence perhaps, I don't know exactly the words, but we had a tragic event happen to one of our instructors,
Right.
Miss Tanya Ocampo, and in her memory, as you said, you had you got together with a committee
Yes, sir.
to come up with some things to remember her well.
Right.
Okay.
For a long time.
Right.
and to remember, for a long time, which is good. So, what are we doing in her memory?
Okay, as I said, the last time we recorded, we were here together.
Yes.
Since then, as you said, it's been a tragic death, and but to go on with her memory, because when we call her Ocampo, loved education, students, and MCC.
Did not like coming on MCC Today. Would do it when you were here,
Right.
but it was always a struggle to get her on. But such a great, and every time she was on, she did such a great job.
She's always done a
Did
good
such
job.
a great sense of humor. And every time I call her, she goes, "What do you want? What do you want me to do? What do you need?" But always, it was just a joke. She was just always so precious.
Always willing to help. But we had a mind that is immediately, like the next day after we lost her, what are we going to do? And the students were calling, we have to do something. They actually wanted to take the entire room. This room becomes the Ocampo room. And, like, we can't do all of that, but let's see what can we do.
Sure.
And so we decided that we wanted to have a walk. We thought about we've here on campus, we've done the March of Dimes walk in the past.
Yes.
So we said, we'll pattern it after that. Let's do a walk. And we'll call it the Tanya Renee Ocampo Walk, Memorial Walk. And from that, after talking with Miss Leah Hill and all, and she introduced us to what the endowment is. And so instead of working at a walk to say, oh, we hope we have enough money to sponsor a scholarship, we hope we raise enough, that endowment, so what we're striving for now is to set up an endowment, which is that fund. We reach that certain goal, and that money is there. And what happens is each year a scholarship is pulled from, they just use that interest, a part of that interest to actually sponsor those. And this ensures that not just for a while until we say, oh, well, we don't have enough money, but this goes on and on and on. And so we're excited about that. And
Excellent.
Oftentimes I think about, oh, I want to tell her about it. She would be so excited. So.
And she will be.
Yeah, I'm trusting that.
So we're going to set up an endowment. So we're going to have the walk. And when is the walk?
The walk will be April the 2nd. Our registration on site will start at 8 o'clock from 8:45, and then we want to get the walk started around 9 o'clock.
Okay.
We are currently trying to get set up a pre-registration for more people to get to come out, and we want you to bring whoever, all ever, like we want everybody in our community to come in and remember her, because she loved MCC.
She did.
She loved where her roots were in Kipper County.
She did.
She loved everything, and so I think this is a way we could give this back to her family,
Right.
just to keep her alive in our minds.
So is the walk part of now this is going to be part of the fundraiser?
Right.
Okay, so they will register. How much will it cost for them to register and be part of this walk?
Right now, we're thinking $15 per
Okay.
person or
Okay.
per group,
Okay.
depending on how many people is in their group, but 15 is what we're thinking right now.
Okay.
And that's a minimum. What we're saying is
You can donate.
Right.
the way we have it in mind is the least amount is, the minimum is $15. Say you show up and you have your $15. You're registered, that's fine. But what we're asking is for people to, what I'm doing is like my family members. I'll say, listen, I'm going to be walking for this right here. I want to raise some money, and I want you to sponsor me.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
And so what they're doing is they're saying, okay, well, I'll give you this and these donations. We have the envelopes, and put that donation in. And so what we're looking at is the group. We're hoping that people get into groups. I like that. Like, let's just say the business office management group, or the business group, or the business division, or different organizations on campus, not only on campus, but in the community. And that whatever group raises the most money is going to win something. Right now, we're looking at lunch.
Okay.
We're not sure where that lunch is coming from, but we're looking at them having a lunch. And the individual that raises the most will also win something.
Okay. Okay. And now, how far will the walk be? Where are we walking to? Any kind of other details that we've got here?
We are walking around the track, MCC's track.
Okay.
And I don't, we're not
So
specifying
you
how
can walk,
many,
right.
but, I'm looking at 2 miles.
Okay.
And so I think it should be an individual thing. How far do you want to walk for this? But I'm saying I would like to say for me, which I'm not great at a lot of good walking now, but I'm saying my goal is 2 miles. And that doesn't sound like much, but
Listen,
when you're not walking.
We were just talking, and she kind of mentioned that she fell up some stairs. You know how much? So I'm like, this should be interesting. It should be interesting.
I don't know how you fall up steps. I know about falling down, but I feel up steps.
Just defy the laws of gravity.
That's me.
But so you can have people just kind of sponsor you for however long you want to walk.
Right, however
Okay.
much. You know, some people just say, you know, I'm going to give you this amount of money. People make donations. It's a fundraiser. So any amount we ask, there's nothing that's too small. If you show up and you don't have $15, we're not going to say you can't walk or you can't participate. That's not it. But we're just asking that because we have a set goal that we want to reach.
Sure.
So we have 5 years to get this endowment in place. But my committee tells me it's not going to take us that long.
Good.
And, you know, so if we raise $5,000 this time, we've already knocked out the first year.
Okay.
But we're going for the goal. We hope we raise as much as possible.
That'd be wonderful. Now, will people be able to buy T-shirts or anything like that? That usually is associated with.
It is.
Okay.
But, you know, we have different fundraisers going on, but one right now is I don't know if you can see this, but this is the T-shirt. And the T-shirt is coming in like this color gray, an ash gray,
Okay.
and also a darker gray.
Okay.
But it'll have this design on it. I don't know if
Okay.
they can see that. That's the back of the shirt.
Okay.
See it? And this is the front of that shirt. And those shirts are now on sale.
For how much? In the extra large that I will need.
If you're going from small to an extra large, it's going to be $15.
Okay.
And if it's a 2X, it is $18. And a 3X and a 4X is $21.
Okay, that was rude, but all right. No. Okay, excellent. And hopefully most of that money, and that's how you set it up. Are you having any plans for anything else to help fundraise for this?
We are.
Anything?
Right now, there's a donut sale going on. It will end March the 11th. That's the Friday before spring break. It's going on right now. Then right after that, we're going to start selling World's Finest Chocolate March 21st. Something that we have coming up is her memorial on March 4th.
Okay.
It's going to be March 4th, Friday at 10 o'clock at MCC's Workforce Building. And this is just a time for her family, her daughters, friends, co-workers, students, previous students to come and reflect their time spent with O. So,
Good with those. And so say that again. When is it again?
March 4th.
Okay, Friday, March 4th.
Yes, sir.
At the Workforce Development Center.
Yes, sir.
And beginning at
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, and so anyone can come by to pay their respects.
Yes, sir.
And some of her family members will be there.
Yes.
We hope
Okay.
they all will, you know, the greatest portion of them, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And this is just one of those things that shocks you to the core, but how do you remember her?
Oh, don't start me. I guess when I think about when I think of her, I think of the most caring person. She could be completely torn apart inside. She could be at the point of tears, and she would still find somebody else that she could say, do you need a hug today? I've seen her actually walk up to someone, we have no idea who the person was. O was going through a rough time, and she looked at the lady and she said, can I hug you? And she was just that caring person. The students actually would hang out in her lab all the time. And some of them were my students, but they were over there because she was that type person. She was the most caring, loving person I've ever met. I've never met anyone like O before in my life.
And she was so funny.
Oh my gosh.
She was so funny. And a lot of it was unintentionally funny, but she was so funny. And how are her students doing?
The ones that were here last semester, they still a little bit off sequence a little bit, so they have the days, they have the time, and it's rough on us all right now, friends. So we try to connect with each other,
Sure.
try to help each other out.
Well, listen, I want to thank you for being here because I know it was tough. I want to thank you for being here, and I hope that we can raise enough money to do this. It sounds good that we can. If anybody wants to just donate some money, is there a way for them to do that?
They can just see me. They can contact me at fsumrall@meridiancc.edu. My number, they can call my number, 601-917-9340, and I hope you don't show up as spam. Or you can just come to campus and contact me, and we're happy to take money. You can look on my board outside my room in Smith, and there's the donut sale. Buy some donuts. Donuts.
All right. Listen, thank you for being here, and I want this to go well. I plan to be there, and I hope we can get some money together to have this in her memory.
We will.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Not essential. Never let anyone tell you that again. Never doubt your abilities to make a difference. How do I know this about you? Because I'm a teacher. I am the one who will push you harder and farther than you could have ever imagined. Teach you things that you never thought possible. And if you will give me 100%, then I will stand shoulder to shoulder with you, and together we will change your future. MCC, find your wings.
On behalf of executive producer Matt Milner, media specialist Josh Taylor, and student producer Ronaldo Reese, thank you for watching. Hope you learned something.